This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me as always are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
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 And we are lucky to have our friend Chris with us. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Chris, you're on assignment right now. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge for the Wine and Dine 2023 race weekend.
Awesome.
We're gonna
Very jealous. Yeah.
Timeline ourselves with this one.
Are you actually at the lodge or are you Kidani?
Kidani.
Nice. Are you at the room that's furthest away from the elevators as possible?
It's like a mile-long walk. It is horrible.
It's the worst.
Awesome.
Diana and I,
It's the
for
worst.
springtime surprise, I swear to God, we were like literally like 5 rooms from the very, very end.
It
We
was
were like, my God.
I don't even want to know if it goes further.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
there's like a limit to what you want to find out. Like the boardwalk hallways are long, but they
not
lead
like-
to
yeah.
but they lead to an outside door that goes to a pathway.
Yes.
Yes.
The Animal Kingdom Lodge hallways are long, and then they just end.
They just end. They just end.
It also doesn't help that Violet's, like, we brought crutches for her. She's in a boot
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Mm.
for her
Yeah.
plantar fasciitis, and she has bone spurs, so that's
Oh.
fun.
Oh.
She's still just as stubborn as a woman as ever. I guess I
Yes.
should say as a person. I apologize. As a person as ever. And still running the races.
I can't.
So-
I can't even imagine.
Is she doing all of them?
I am shocked.
Yes, we are doing all 3.
Oh wow.
I am shocked considering I watched her cross the finish line at the
Couple weeks
AC
ago, yeah.
half marathon a few weeks ago.
Yeah, luckily I wasn't there, but I heard it was a hot mess.
Oh, it was fun. She looked like she was having so much fun. This is
Maybe-
appropriate though because we had Violet on a drive down to Disney, and now we have you while you're in Disney.
Actually,
so,
there. Yeah.
You
Kismet,
know.
as they say. I have a Kidani hot take.
Oh.
If you ever get the room that overlooks 192, it will ruin the resort for you forever.
It's true.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that room.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't have Savannah view. We just did standard view because it was like a last minute like pickup where we were like, oh, we'll just grab we'll fly in one day early. We'll grab a room real quick, and there was one available of standard view, and it was literally you could see 192
Basically,
from our.
The shopping
It was
center
like
that
the
we
Target
went to.
shopping center.
Yeah, from
No.
Margaritaville. You could just see it right out the
We're
window.
like, hey, look, there's Target.
Very nice. It's all
Yeah,
about
it
those
was
sight
great.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought Disney was better about their sight lines until then.
The problem was stuff got built and land got stripped. So, yeah. That kind of like put a little damper on Kidani for me. The Savannah View is great.
Yeah, now we just
Yeah.
will only do Savannah View specifically at Kidani.
Yeah, because you don't want to look out that other direction.
It is our first time, and we've been blessed with animals, so we're loving it.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, there's so many. You see, I think, more at Kidani than you do at the lodge, I think.
Yeah, I think
Agreed.
so. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Chris. So you know the format. We're going to ask you some running related questions, some non-running related questions, and get to know you. But before we do, even though we've said your name 19 times, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are?
Look at Tom trying to get us on track.
Oof. My name's Chris Steven. I work in IT up in Maryland. We live in Waldorf, Maryland. I have 5 pets, a small zoo of animals, 4 cats and a rabbit, all with Disney names. I imagine Violet said all this already. And really, the best way to describe me is as a trophy husband. My wife-
That's fair.
My wife did not marry up, but I did, so
Game recognizes
I think-
game, buddy.
Awesome. And I got, Tom, you didn't get to meet Chris. I got to meet Chris, and I was at Springtime Surprise, and we talked tattoos and breweries. It was awesome.
Oh,
I am so ashamed. I had to get my phone replaced, and so I finally removed the Don Carlson card from the back of my phone
Oh,
case.
there it is.
But I've had it for months.
Nice.
funny.
That was fantastic that Diana went all in on that she had business cards.
Business
She
cards.
nailed it.
Fantastic.
She was my favorite part of the trip.
Loved it. Cool.
Yeah. Well, she's got our first
I've
question.
got our first question. All
Ooh.
right. I always love this one because it's so varied. When someone finds out you're a runner, what's the most common thing they ask you?
Why?
Yeah,
Like-
that's it.
You do know you don't have to do that, right?
Yeah.
I would say sometimes why, but I definitely get the really because I'm still kind of big around the middle, and a little bit of
That's just bad etiquette there.
I don't have the best of friends,
There you go.
but I think for the most part it's why.
Yep.
All right. What is your worst toenail or chafing story? And this question is by the fact that you said you had a different story than your wife.
Yes.
So
yes.
we were curious.
Very, very different. And I realized I'm running out of light. So I'm going to try to have a little more light. There we go. That's better. I would say, so yeah, different than my wife's. Long before I met Violet, I was doing a charity. I think it was a Susan G. Komen Walk for Breast Cancer. And I
Okay.
raised just shy of like $3,000 for it, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
But so they had you walk a marathon in one day and then another like 13-ish miles the second day. I did not train whatsoever. It took me the entire day to do 26.2. But I think my wife's favorite part, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, is it was at a time in my life where I didn't really wear underwear all the time. So I would wear basketball shorts everywhere, like because they're comfortable. You wouldn't really need underwear. So we
Yeah.
like to say that I free balled for charity.
Also, that's Tom's worst
I-
nightmare.
I got.
He like hates the idea of not wearing underwear.
There's just.
It's a layer for Tom.
It is a layer.
It's layer number one for Tom.
Now, I'll add to that. I would wear basketball shorts like underneath like jeans for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
They just felt more comfortable. I don't know. I think I had trauma from like tighty whities when I was little.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so like the chafing happened and you're like trying to fold your clothes into the crevices of like
Yep.
your
Oh,
legs
Oh,
so that you're
yeah.
not rubbing up against. And then I went to sit down. And when I sat down, I could not get back up.
no.
And it made me think, like, you know, you've seen movies where people are going across the desert and they're like dying of water, and you're like, that doesn't make sense. You just keep going. Stop being a wuss. I could not, like, my muscles would not work. Somebody had to pick me up, and I screamed, like, being pulled up. And they were like, you're not going to be able to walk tomorrow. And I was like, I can't walk now. So they took me home, and I didn't finish. But they still
wow.
got the donation money. They still got the
Yeah.
donation money. That, like, it was my torture that didn't continue.
It was earned. It was earned.
There's a lot there.
I mean, you went through it, even if you didn't make the miles. Like you worked
Yeah.
your way through it.
Yeah.
Some of
was
it, yeah.
definitely earned.
Oh my god.
Free balling for charity.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in public again. That's going to be great.
That'll be awesome. It won't be awkward at all.
I heard about the hand sanitizer and toilet paper. So
Yeah, it's good. Well, look, it gets you extra clean.
That's not all of us,
God,
by the way.
the amount of comments we got about that actually was probably one of the most commented things.
I want to be clean when I
Like, who-
start a race.
Ew, Michael.
I'm sorry. If you're going to run like 30 miles, you got to be clean.
I got a very visual mind, and I don't appreciate what you're doing right now.
It's usually dark in the porta pot anyway.
Oh,
So,
my
yeah,
God.
there you go. So, do you stop for characters, dogs, beer, or shots when you see them on the course?
all but one. Characters, beer, and shots, depending on the race. Obviously, you don't always get beers and shots on Disney races.
Yep.
Sometimes you
Fair.
get beers.
So yeah,
Um,
beers. Yeah.
Dogs.
If you know the right people, you can get shots.
That's true. Dogs. So I just did the bourbon chase a couple of weeks ago for Ragnar, and I got chased by 3 different dogs
Oh God.
because you're running by neighborhoods, and that's really one of my biggest fears. Aside from like spiders, being chased by dogs is terrifying.
That's fair.
So I try not to pet a dog I don't know, unless like obviously you can stop and actually talk to somebody. But yeah, I'd say characters are probably my favorite. I like to drink after.
Do you have a favorite character that you've seen on a Disney race? Or, second part, is there a character from this weekend that you are excited to see?
Ooh, I can answer both. My favorite character that I've seen at a Disney race was Hades. I'm a big Hercules fan. And as of right now, I think the one I'm most excited to hopefully see, because we'll be dressed in Alice in Wonderland gear, is like the card soldiers are allegedly going to be on the course.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, we got to see Cheshire in California a couple weeks ago, so I think that filled Violet's cup that now runneth over.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, Chris, do you run with music?
Yes.
You don't raw dog it, as Diana calls it.
No. I definitely I stand by Violet. I don't like how my brain works, and it's negative all the time. Plus, I have no sense of rhythm without a beat, so it helps with cadence.
Yep.
I very much like Eminem for running. He's just a constant beat that's very regular.
Is it Lose Your... no, is it Till I Collapse? Is that your jam?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Because then hopefully I'll collapse. It'll be great.
There you go.
Yeah, that's always on Tom's list. Also, I feel like if you're running without music, you can hear every sound your body makes. Like, so I could just like hear myself like heavy breathing, and the whole experience is bad.
A wheeze here and there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Michael and I like never run with music, so we're on the complete opposite side of that spectrum.
I did 8.5 hours 2 weeks ago with no headphone, no music.
Unbelievable.
Nothing. Yeah, it was great.
Straight?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just enjoying nature. It was like,
yeah.
You're just like one of my best friends. He can just run for the fun of it.
What?
No.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
that an option? I didn't see that
Yeah.
checkbox.
Oh god. Well, I think I know the answer to this.
I feel like
I'll-
Michael may have targeted
I'll
these
add,
on
I'll
you.
add kind of like a question onto the end as well. Have you ever worn a costume for a race and or worn matching outfits with friends, which I know is true, but do you want to talk through maybe some of your favorites or what you guys are planning for this weekend that you're excited about?
Yes, I'll go favorites first. My favorite was Violet and I did Hercules and Megara for the marathon earlier this year, mainly because, and it kills me inside that they don't do a marathon medal that looks like Hercules' pendant. It makes the most sense to me because
Yes.
a marathon came from Greece, and the first guy who did it died. I just have to
and
throw
then we
that
all
out there.
decided that it would be a great idea that we should all follow his
all
example.
do it. Yeah.
We're constantly pooping on that country, saying that we're better than them because we didn't die. And then this weekend it's Alice in Wonderland themed. Be our guest. So Alice in Wonderland, I'm going to be the Mad Hatter, but like Johnny Depp's version. So I'm not going to fit in with anybody else's.
Oh, cool.
Then for Beauty and the Beast, it is Lumiere. They have like the light hat and like hands that look like flames. Hopefully it doesn't look horrible. I haven't looked at it because my gracious wife does everything.
So you haven't tried these on yet?
Oh no, that's the best part of it. It's just it's a horrible gamble,
So-
and I'm going to be
the whole no new thing.
What, did you
no
read
new
Michael's
things on
book?
race day. Totally.
Look. The only thing that matters is my shoes when it comes to running, because that's the clothes I'm going to sweat through and ruin no matter what.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wear a big old poncho for Bruno on Sunday.
Oh,
Okay.
fun.
Nice.
That's
Who's
awesome.
I didn't get a
Oh my
wig.
god, I
You-
hate
we don't
Michael
talk about
so
Bruno.
much. We don't. Yes, we don't talk
Does
about
he wear
Bruno.
a poncho?
I think
Yes.
my favorite, Chris, is when you were Merida and
Look,
Violet
I
was the
do
mama bear. I loved it. It's so good.
I enjoy the gender bending because I need everyone's attention all the time.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that in my soul.
She does. She does. Now you're pretty agreeable to all of this. A little follow-up question, because I'm always fascinated. Were you a convert, or did you and Violet kind of get into this at the same time?
The Disney running or just Disney?
Disney running, or I guess Disney, yeah.
Disney running's my fault.
Oh,
So our first, so we did races like Rock and Roll DC around home and a few other races. We've done a few different DC, or not DC, Rock and Roll races that we traveled to different states for. But our first run Disney race was the Star Wars race of 2018, I believe. 2018 or 2019? 2018. 18, because the way I weaseled my way through it was I said, let's do this Disney race. It's 3 races. And she was like, that's bullshit. I'm not doing 3 races back to back to back. And I said, but it makes the most sense. 3 races for our 3rd wedding anniversary.
very sneaky.
So
Yeah,
I'm the reason we're
good.
constantly poor.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Love it.
So it's my fault.
All right.
Oh, this is me, and again, I feel like we're very targeted on the randomization here. We're gonna move into our random questions. What is your favorite Disney character?
Are we profiling people
It
here?
could
Is what's
be-
happening?
Yes, it can be live action or animated.
Oh. After the few things I just said, I think I'm gonna have to go with Emperor Cusco because it is like all about me.
So good.
Fantastic.
Also that movie I can watch on repeat, and it's a comfort movie, so like I can fall asleep to that movie because I know it so well.
Yeah.
So it's like a great nap movie.
What is the last film you cried at?
All of
That's a
them.
hard question. I'm trying to think.
What was the last film
you
I
cr-
watched?
Do you cry at movies easily?
Yes, and I'm so ashamed of this. I had a tear when I went and saw the Eras tour in the theaters.
That's completely understandable.
It really wasn't the, oh my God, it's Taylor. Oh my God. It was the feeling of like the vibrations from the music just hit right. The colors, the just it's just everything. Like it just, some things just hit and move you. The other big thing that makes me cry is the moment they hand Mirabelle the doorknob and I'm sobbing like a baby.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Honestly,
like,
the last 10 minutes of that movie are very hard to get through.
I let myself get lost in a movie. Violet and I watched or tried to watch a week ago a movie she'd never seen before. It's from I think the 80s. The Never-Ending Story.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
No,
Yes!
we were just talking about that.
That-
About how traumatic it is.
That has the saddest part of any movie
It's-
ever.
Oh, really?
My
Violet will never
childhood.
know. She made me fast forward through it.
Good.
Oh.
What?
She said, "Is something going to happen to that horse?" And I looked at her like with my evil smile, and she's like, "I'm not watching this if something happens to that horse." And I was like, "You didn't have a childhood. This is important.
Spoiler
the horse
alert.
comes back. Yes, it's a what?
It's
40
years old.
30
38 years old,
Yes,
whatever.
I
yeah.
watched that movie so many times. I have so many memories of watching that and a live action Peter Pan at my aunt's house.
Mhm.
Was Sandy Duncan?
I don't
Mary
remember.
Martin.
I have.
Mary Martin?
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yep. I love that movie though.
Is it me or is it Michael?
I already went.
Then it's me. And my question, when I get back to the page, is
Coming up.
what was your first job and what did you like/dislike about it?
First job, I worked at Reagan National Airport.
God.
To us, it's just National Airport. My mother worked for MWA, Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority, and she helped me get a job. You know, when you go to the airport and you put all your stuff in a bin and it goes through security and then you take your stuff out of the bin. Well, I would collect the bins and move them back out front for 8 hours a day. It was
Ooh.
horrible,
Oh God.
So there was nothing you
But-
liked about it.
but I got to meet like a couple of famous people like Dave Chappelle, Ja Rule.
Go
Oh,
through the airport.
Ja Rule. Wow.
Wow.
When he mattered.
Wow.
He still matters.
To the true believers. Oh my
That's pretty
gosh.
cool first job.
Yeah.
It all got worse than I did retail, but that's a whole
Oh,
nother life.
that's horrific. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yep, that's a whole thing. I always like this question. Do you have a recurring dream or nightmare?
Most of them involve like having enough money to do all the Disney things that we want to do. Like I think my most recent big dream is like a whirlwind adventure of seeing every Disney castle in one trip.
Oh, wow.
That's
Those are
interesting.
fun
Yeah,
dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
That's
ask
why
you,
they're dreams.
let me ask you a
Mhm.
question. Did you have something that you were banking your money for next fall, and then Disneyland hit you with a Halloween themed half marathon out of the blue? I'm just
Sneaky.
asking because I'm pretty sure we have to cancel a holiday next year.
we we did Oogie Boogie Bash. We were lucky enough to get 2 different days worth of tickets for the two of us. We got to hit everything we wanted. There were some pluses and minuses to the trip, but like the bubble is different than over here. Like
Yep.
if you're not staying on property, you see the real world, and it's not fun. I don't want to see the real world. I want to see magic.
That's fair.
But on our way home from that trip, we were like, we're not going to do California next year. Just it's expensive. It's not happening. And Violet turns to me on the couch the other day and goes, I have bad news. And she shows me, and I'm like, we're going back to Cali. So I'm happy about it.
Are your wallets happy about it?
No. But I think what'll happen is it'll prevent us from doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, which we normally do every year, and it's the same freaking thing every year. Nothing changes.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But with Oogie Boogie, like you get different characters each year. They've added different characters each for the past few years that they've done it, and that to us, we love the rare character of meet and greets or like photo ops. So if I can convince her to do that party again, I will. And we will be on 18 different devices if we have to try to get into that race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's gonna be a tough one.
Why are you
I-
disappointed?
Well, because I would have done that in lieu of January because I hate
Mm,
races in January just in general.
Yeah.
And we're not
If
you
doing
had
it
known
again.
that
Like,
they- yeah.
we're not going to Disneyland twice in 1 year. I'm not doing
Yeah.
it.
My issue is that I'm just used to going to Walt Disney World, where based on my Disney math, because I have an annual pass that I pay for like at some other random time of the year, and then we pay like our monthly dues, but our DVCs are paid off. Like in my head, every single time we go, it's pretty much free hotel and free tickets.
That's
even
girl
though
math.
It's not.
It's girl math.
My Disney math head. So like now for Disneyland, I'm like, oh my God, we have to buy the tickets. Oh my God, we have to pay for the hotel. Oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn it. Everything's
Yep.
so expensive.
It is.
So there's no way we can do it twice.
Well, I also like if they do Star Wars night, I wanted to go for that this year because Chopper is my favorite war criminal.
Oh, the best.
Mm.
The greatest.
I heard somebody had hard opinions on Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
Michael, now I can't
was-
even hear you at all.
Oh.
Is your mic not on?
Oh, I turned it off. Sorry, because
Oh.
my mom was texting me. I turned it off. Sorry.
Oh.
Makes sense.
That's how
Yeah,
that works.
she's on emergency
She's
bypass.
because her tone is on emergency bypass, so it keeps going off, and I can't
Mm.
silence it. And it's just about taking her trash out, which I did on the way home. So, but yes, I have. I love Star Wars. I think the shows are all terrible except for Andor.
I can't wait to see you again. We can just get into it.
Yeah, I feel like we're tangenting a lot to begin with.
And I don't want to get us in trouble.
Yes,
let's
yes,
get us,
okay,
let's
fair,
get back
fair.
on track. And then when you see Michael in January at some point, you guys can have it out about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And we'll record it.
And my fingers are still crossed that maybe 2025 they'll start bringing back either Star Wars or Avengers. So I'm just gonna keep that in the.
I'm
back
surprised
of
they
my
haven't.
mind.
I don't
actually.
think. I don't. I mean, if California does it.
Oh,
but,
that's
like,
what I meant.
Yeah,
I don't think that they're bringing back the Coast to Coast Star Wars just because I don't think that they're going to change Springtime Surprise back. All right. Anyway.
That is about racing. That's fair.
Mhm.
It is true. It's about running.
Do you prefer the solitude of the wilderness or the bustle of a city?
Just like for my life
In
or
general.
for running.
It's an in general question.
There's a lot of bugs in the wilderness. So no. Is suburb okay? Can I say suburb? No. Then city, I guess. It's where all this stuff is. You can get to everything quite easily without having
That's fair.
like where we live now. It's a 15-minute drive from anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So now we head into the James Lipton Memorial Questions. And we start off with, what is your favorite word?
I wish I'd thought about this longer.
Mm.
I mean, these are in every single episode. These questions should surprise no one.
Not
Yeah,
random.
no, I'm not surprised.
Random
I just never think about what my favorite word is.
That's a fair
Is
point.
it passive aggressive? Because
Is it passive aggressive?
that's Aaron's.
That's how I'm feeling. With how I got the link 5 minutes before.
Is it attacked? Is it attacked? Is attacked your
Attacked?
favorite?
Attacked. I like attacked. Attacked or chocolate. I think chocolate's really good too.
Oh.
Chocolate's a good one. I feel like chocolate describes what it is very well.
Yes.
The word sounds like smooth, like chocolate.
Onomatopoeia?
Onomatopoeia, yeah.
I don't want to pee.
And what is your least favorite word?
Honestly, I think it's my name because normally when somebody says it, I have to do something.
Mm.
That's fair too.
That is
There
a
you
real
go.
answer.
That's real. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I'm sorry, Violet.
That's all right.
Does she say it aggressively sometimes? Is it about the tone?
Yeah, tone is very important.
Yeah.
Is it Christopher when you've done something wrong?
100%. Thank you, Mom.
Okay. Well, Christopher, what turns you on? That was weird.
That was
Yeah, a
very
little bit.
weird.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
It
It's
just
not
turned
that.
into
It's
like
definitely not that.
I
very weird
I don't
Pornhub
expect it to
search.
be.
I like curves on a lady.
Ooh.
There you go. And what turns you off?
Like a messy environment. It's like
Good one.
I'm the mess in our rooms, but I have like my own cohesive like style of mess. And
Mhm.
Violet's so not going to believe this, but if you've ever seen an episode of Hoarders, immediately I want to be celibate the rest of my life.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God. What sound or noise do you love?
I love hearing like when our cat Sally actually meows because she doesn't do it to our face, but she like has secret news when she walks around the house. And I think the reason I love it the most is because we used to have cats that would meow at ungodly hours, and it's you think
Wonder what
at the
that's
time
like.
you think at the time that like once this is over you'll be happy. I miss it a lot, and it's so dumb that I miss it. I know the moment it starts to happen again I'll be like, why?
Yeah. Oh.
I can send you an orange cat if you would like.
I have an orange boy, thank you.
An orange fat one who
Don't
likes
body
to
shame.
randomly meow for absolutely no reason. You have to feed him a lot, and then he'll still meow at like 3:00 in the morning, just in case you didn't know he was there.
You body shame him, and it's your doing.
Yep.
Yes.
And then what sound or noise do you hate?
Oh. Are we all dinks here?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Children.
Nope.
Wait.
I was gonna say yes, but Michael.
What?
All right.
Oh
Who
yeah,
is this?
no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No,
He
we're
has
not.
a child.
Yeah.
Baby's screaming really is what it is when you can't get, like if I can walk away, that's
Oh, yeah,
fine. If
it's-
I mean,
I can't
feel
get
like
away,
I feel like
Yeah.
he probably would agree with you, even though he
Yeah.
has one.
I mean, it's been a
Yeah.
long time since I had a baby, but
well, you
but
look
yes,
fantastic.
baby screaming is is definitely exhausting, and
Yeah, especially when you don't have them or want them.
Hmm.
even if you do, it's still just as bad.
I'm sure it's bad, but I'm just saying when you don't want them at all. I don't. He moved the screen. So
Sorry.
what are we doing? Where
Curse
are
word.
we done with that? Okay, I wasn't sure whether we did the. Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember the order of the questions. I am
Really? Because they're
okay.
on here every single episode, and
They are.
anybody that doesn't remember these,
I don't remember the order. I remember
Passive
all the
aggressive.
questions. I remember all the questions. I just want to
Hold
make sure it was my turn. What is your favorite curse word?
Just because of the versatility of it, and I feel like it is such a cop out, but the word
Yeah, I mean, nice, simple, easy to use.
it can be everything. I think
It
my
can be
favorite
everything.
version of the curse word is from one of my favorite movies, which is The Boondock Saints.
Oh, yes. That's a fantastic movie.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't make it, but
I know.
I
I'm just
agree. My
saying.
opinion is correct.
Your opinion is correct.
It's a very, very Boston movie.
Oh, don't start. Don't
Don't
start.
start.
Don't start. We're not doing it.
Sorry, Ron.
It's
Disney, I
wicked.
won't
It's
do
wicked.
it. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Oh. I don't even really like attempting my own. I I know it wouldn't pay well, and there are miserable days probably, but I think I would have the most fun, uh, especially because of where I am right now, is creating the magic and being like a character for like little kids and the Disney adults that come and just get lost in the love of getting to see their favorite character. Like my wife became a total child when she met Cheshire, and it was just adorable seeing how happy, like the smile on her face, and like seeing how little kids just like they believe it, like
Yeah.
they think Minnie Mouse is real, and that's so cute. Like
Yep.
as long as they're not screaming, it's fine. But I think
Sure.
that would be the job that I'd be really really good at.
Oh, I love that.
And what profession would you not like to attempt?
I think Violet took my garbage person one or porta potty cleaning
Porta potty
one,
one's good.
which was
Yeah.
rude, because that was mine. So I would go with uh any type of political elect, like congressmen,
Oh, that's a
or
Also a
or
good
Yeah,
one.
also
Yeah.
good.
because everybody's gonna know all of the horrible things I've done in my life, and like they may
Yeah.
not there may not be a lot, but there might be some.
To be fair, I feel like it would just be overshadowed by everybody else, so you'd be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what's hidden in Chris's closets.
I mean, we know what's in the
It's
open
all-
for other people, so
I mean, in my closets are probably wigs for different costumes. Very J.
Do you
Edgar
have-
Hoover, I guess.
nice.
you have secret heels in your boots.
I don't think they're secret. I don't think
Those are
they're
my
secret
lifts.
heels.
They make me a little taller.
All right.
I'm just laughing at the J. Edgar Hoover reference. Like
Thank you. Thank you. My wife will be thoroughly impressed that I knew what I was talking about there. She's like, wow, that was smart. You're not normally that smart.
All right, Chris. Well, I get the privilege of asking you a final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being on with us.
Thank you for having me.
By the way, when we say goodbye, don't just hang up.
Okay.
But,
Thank you. I appreciate the direction.
But Chris, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I have to piggyback off of Violet that your pets have been waiting to see you.
It's a good
So
one.
I
That's a
miss
good one.
I miss my dog so much.
oh.
Do you have any parting words of wisdom or anything you'd like to plug or share or any social media?
I think parting words of wisdom are aside from murder, you should try anything that you want to do. Like as long as it's a positive thing, you should and you want to do it, you should try it.
That's fair.
Because
Anything but
if you don't, you
murder.
miss every shot you don't take.
Tom,
But
use that as your closing quote for the next episode. The way you use violets. Try anything but murder.
and if I'm going to plug something, I would love to plug Violet's charity, Jogging for Jazzy.
Oh yeah.
Where she creates very unique T-shirts and outfits, and all the proceeds go to different animal shelters that she chooses when it is profitable.
That is
Love
awesome.
it.
Very nice. Well, Chris, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck in your races this weekend.
I'm going to need it. Thank you.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
Please give our best to Violet and everyone else that you run into.
Will do.
Please spread the word about our podcast and how much better it is than Rise and Run and the other options out there.
Definitely.
No shade, but yeah, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you later.
Definitely.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.